I don't know how long it will stay on, but
Steve, you absolute legend.
we'll give it a go.
That is so perfect. That is so perfect. I love it. Hang on, I just gotta document this for posterity. Nailed it. All right, Christy, you with us? Not sure. Give her a second, and then we'll just get started on the warm-up. And then we'll go through our Turkish get-ups, and then we'll go through and prep for the WOD. So for the warm-up, I'm going to get you to do 4 rounds of 10 star jumps and then 10 Cossack squats. With the Cossack squat, I want you to go just as wide as you can, literally until you feel like you're about to do a split. And I want you to really focus on shooting your hips back and then pick the other toes up so you can sit right down over the heel. Okay, so bum back, get the weight through the heels, and then sit right down. So just get as much length and depth as you can through that movement. That's it, lovely. Picking up the toes on the long leg really helps. And then 10 arm circles, so just be 5 big circles forwards and 5 big circles backwards. All right? Oh, there's Christy. Christy, did you hear that?
Sorry, no, I didn't.
Okay. Steve, if you want to get started, I'll just run Christy through it quickly, and then we'll get caught up. That's okay. So the warm-up is 4 rounds of 10 star jumps, 10 Cossack squats. That's really wide. And this isn't too bad on the knees. I just want you to focus on shooting the hips back.
Yeah.
And then get that toe up and just sink as low as you can.
Yeah.
On both sides. So you should feel it more in the inner thigh.
Okay.
And then 10 arm circles. So 5 big circles forwards, 5 big circles backwards.
Excellent. Okay.
Right,
no
go
problem.
for it. That's it. The wider you go with your legs on the Cossack squat, I think the easier they are. So nice and wide, and really sit back over that bum. Sit your bum back over your heels. That's it. Nice, Steve. Those are good. Logan's climbing in the kettlebells and dumbbells. Well, what's left of them. Alrighty, you guys. So what we're going to do is just go through the Turkish getup as soon as we're all caught up. We're going to do, so we've got some options. Obviously, a Turkish getup can be a really challenging movement, and depending on what weights you have, your weight might be a little bit too heavy. And if that's the case, then we can either do invisible kettlebell, or we can find another object from around the house, like a filled up water bottle or a big tin or a bottle of wine or something that's a more moderate weight for you, depending. So we can warm up and start with invisible kettlebell, or you can find a lighter object like a tin or a water bottle now, and then we can practice with that, and then we can go for a heavier weight. We can try for that for our working sets. The idea is you're only going to be doing 2 per arm, so it can be a little bit heavier. Steve, you must have some bottles of wine laying around. Steve, don't tell me you don't.
I've got lots of empty ones.
Mine's all gone.
Christy, never let the wine run out.
I've got a box of cheap and nasty stuff, and that's it.
Oh, you're at that stage of lockdown, are you? You're onto the cheap, nasty stuff already. Uh-oh. There, see, I knew you'd have one, Steve. All right, so I'm just going to do an example. I'm going to talk you through a Turkish getup first, and then I'm going to talk you guys through doing one on each side, and then we'll just crack on with finding the weight we want to work at and going for it. Okay, so remember that the Turkish getup is meant to be done with control and really thinking about how you move. It's not done for speed, and I don't want you to rush through any part of it. So we kind of methodically go through each part of the movement, and quite on purpose. So if I start with my left arm, so that'll be the arm with my weight. And my top tip is to imagine that you're balancing a cup of water on that hand and you can't spill it. So that hand needs to stay pointing straight up to the ceiling the whole time, and we don't want to jerk it around too much. A big part of what the Turkish getup does is helps to develop a healthy shoulder movement in the shoulder socket. It also helps, obviously, with overall coordination and core control through the rest of the stuff too. So in this position, I've got my left arm up. I'm going to have my left foot up towards my butt, not too close, so maybe about 9 to 12 inches away. I'm going to come up onto my right elbow, keeping that arm straight up to my right hand. This is where I'm going to bridge my hips high, and I'm going to twist a little bit so that my knee can get underneath me. You see my shoulder is still pointing towards the ceiling. I'm going to come to a high kneeling position, stand up, and then lunge back, find the floor with my hand, sit down, and then lay back under control.
Oh, geez. That's one complex move, isn't it?
And that is 1 rep. So yes, it is complicated. So what I'm going to get you guys to do is to lay down on the floor, and I'm going to talk you through it. So I'm going to get you to hold your object in your right hand. So you're going to bring your right foot up towards your bum. Okay, so Steve, we're just waiting for Christy to get in position. No, don't rush. It's fine. Just letting him know. Okay, so lay down. Your object's in your right hand, your right foot's up towards your bum. Now you're going to push up onto the left elbow. So sitting up onto that left elbow, and then sitting up onto the left hand. Now we're going to get the hips nice and high. So hips up, and then get your left knee underneath you. So twist your hips. So Christy, your right foot was a little too close to your bum.
Right, okay.
Okay, there you go. So get your hips up, and then get into the knee. Now a high kneeling position, Steve, that's it, and then stand tall.
Oh, my Lord.
And stand tall. And then you're going to lunge back with your left leg. Get your knee down, and then find the floor with your left hand.
Yeah.
That's it. And then sit on your bum. And then lay back. All right, switch hands. We're going to do the other side. So left hand, left foot up towards your butt. Now this time, Christy, I want you to have your left foot just a little bit farther away from your bum, and your right leg needs to be straight. Okay, so up onto the right elbow, right hand, hips high, get that knee underneath you, stand tall,
Oops.
And then come back down. So lunge back, hand down, on your bum, and lay down. All right, so Steve, what I'm going to do is get you to have a go at that heavier weight if you'd like. And Christy, we're just going to work on modifying this a little bit because you seem to be skipping out the kneeling part.
Yeah.
Is it because it's uncomfortable or because you just aren't confident with the move?
They're not good at the moment again.
Get your, it's not right for me.
I think because I'm doing bike and cross trainer most days, I think that's just making it a bit sore.
Okay.
I need to stop that again.
Have you had your MRI scans yet?
Yeah, it's arthritis and cartilage.
Okay. So what I want you to do is we're going to go, we're going to do the same thing, except I'm going to get you to not have a weight.
Yeah.
So don't have the water bottle in your hand, but we're still going to do the same movement. So if you lay down, I'm just going to skip a couple of parts out. So still put your, yeah, that's it. So right hand up, right foot up, under your left elbow, left hand, hips up. And this time I want you to go into an all fours position. So twist. So I want you to end up on all fours. So get your hips up. Your foot's, remember, your foot's a little too close to your bum on that one. So bring your foot away. Okay, so your right foot a little farther away from your butt. Get your hips up. And I want you to rotate round.
Oh my God, it's so bloody challenging. This is for me.
There you go. And then turn so that you're on all fours. So you end up in a plank position.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah?
All right, yeah.
And then you're going to go in reverse. So we're just going to go from plank. There you go. And then back, and then we're going to get you back down. So we're just going to work through going one direction and the other. But the key thing is don't have your foot too close to your butt because you don't have enough room to get your hips underneath you. So your foot should be about 12 inches away from your bum. Hips up. And you got to get that right foot underneath.
That's it. And then you flip over.
Yep. There you go. We'll have a bit of a play around with that, getting you just to do some twisting to work through the shoulder joints and then sit down and lay back. Good.
Okay.
Right, Steve, how's that feeling weight-wise?
Yeah, that's good. It's all right, I think. Just about.
Fab. Yep, so we're just going to be doing 2 reps per side, and we're going to do 5 sets all together. Okay, when you've done one set, take about a 30-second rest before you do the next set. And if you need a little bit more rest as it gets more tiring, then you can take that. But let's aim for about 30 seconds. So as you go, I'm just going to keep an eye on you. Shout out any encouragement or tweaking we might need to do.
Let's move over. Oh, Jesus.
That's it, Christy. Good. Then bum down and then lay back. Christy, I think that foot's still a little too close to your butt. So it's same arm, same foot up by your bum.
There you go. I don't think I'm doing that right. We'll go with it.
Hi, Steve.
No, I've got that wrong. I've got that right. I can't get this coordination right. Not sure if I'm doing that right or not.
Oh, Christy, that was good.
Steve, I'm going to watch you for a minute when you do your next one because I'm just
So, Christy, because Steve's doing something really different from you now, if you just listen and I'll talk you through it again. Okay, so when you're ready to do your next set, talk you through it again. So that's it. So right arm up and right foot up.
Up.
Now get your right foot just a little farther away. That's it. Now get your hips high.
Yeah.
Now I want you to get your left knee underneath you. It's like you're threading a needle, and then you're going to go into that plank. You're going to twist.
Got ya,
There we
got
go.
ya.
There we go. So think of it
So
as
then
like
that
threading a
goes-
needle with that leg.
Oh my
And you
Lord.
go back. Good, but stay nice and tight. And then roll it back down.
Okay.
And it's really normal if it makes a little bit more sense on one side of the body, and it's a little bit harder to make
Okay.
sense of it the other way around.
Go again. So there.
The hips high, thread that needle.
Jesus.
Good, just not quite so aggressive. You don't throw yourself over. That's it. And just get that foot a little farther away. That's good. So straight right leg.
I am rubbish at coordination,
Don't worry.
Katie.
Hips up. Thread the needle. Good. That's it. And then bring your right knee up towards your chest, like
That's it.
your right knee, other knee.
Oh, my other knee.
Yeah, bring your right knee up.
That's my problem. I don't know my left
There you
and my
go.
right.
And then twist away. There we go. Get your bum down. Good.
Don't knock your arm on skating board. How busy was the 6 o'clock this morning?
Say it again.
How busy was the 6 o'clock this morning?
It was busy. We had a few people. It's good. But I forgot to record it, so I'm recording this one instead.
Oh, blimey. Okay.
I know.
Oh, great.
No pressure.
Hello, everybody. This is not how to do it.
That's it. And twist. Good. And then bum down. Good. That's it. You're getting it.
Oh, no, I'm gone.
That's it, guys. Excellent, excellent work, Steve. It's all about staying super tight and controlled. When you're going through the more dynamic parts of the move, you want to also think about bracing. So you might want to just think about that big, deep breath and kind of hold that breath against your abs, your core. Squeeze it down so you don't wobble. It'll make it a lot more stable as you're moving through the tricky parts.
Struggling with these.
That's it, Christy. Get that other leg straight. There you go. Good. Nice, Steve. How many sets is that for you?
4.
4. Perfect.
Sort the bed out.
It's amazing how hard work these can be, isn't it?
It is.
I'm not sure how many I've done, but we'll
That's
go
all
with
right, Chris.
it.
We'll just do, yeah, I was going to say either do one set or be done, because you've definitely done lots and lots. So what we'll do in a second is get ready. We'll go through all the movements for the workout as soon as Steve's finished this last set.
Oh, Steve done another set.
Yeah, I think he's got one left.
Last one.
That's fab, Steve. Good. Really good control. That's it, Steve. Nearly there. Come on. Fab. Woohoo! Nice. So the Turkish getup is just one of the best movements you can do for so many reasons. It's a whole body workout. It taxes your brain and your coordination, and it warms up literally every bit of you. So it's a really good thing to do to prep before you do more complex movements. If you have trouble with your hips and your shoulders or your ankles, this is all really good stuff to do to help increase your ability to move well through those joints. So it is just one of my favorite things to do. It's not the most glamorous and it's not done quickly and it's not sexy, but it's just such good value. That's my little speech on Turkish get-ups. So now, in a minute, we've got 10 rounds for time of 10 hang power cleans and 10 devil's press. So we're going to go through the hang power cleans first, practice and make sure we're happy with how we're going to do those. And then we'll go through the devil's press and any variations we might need to do depending on what you've got and how you're feeling today. So the hang clean, obviously we've got our dumbbells, kettlebells, or barbell, depending on what you've got. We're probably, I think, all working with dumbbells or kettlebells. So the hang just means that you don't go below the knee. So from here, and then the clean just means you're going to bring it to the shoulder. Okay, so from the knee to the shoulder, knee to shoulder. But what I want you to play around with is whether or not you want to have it inside the legs or outside the leg, because you can do either, depending on what feels good. Should we stand up and have a little bit of a play? What I want you to focus on is making sure that as you're coming up, right, from this position, that we're using a little bit of a jump and a shrug to get that weight moving upwards. So from the knee, jump, shrug, punch that elbow up high, and then back down to the knee. Steve, try to think about twisting rather than flipping. There you go. It's a little less smashy. So if you start, Steve, if you start with your thumb, so right now you're starting with your back of your hand facing me. Start with your thumb facing in between your legs. And then as you come up, you can twist and rotate it. And then so it's thumb between the legs, and then twist like you're screwing or unscrewing a light bulb. So thumb the other way, Steve. Thumb pointing behind you. That's it. Okay, good. Make sure you've practiced with both arms. And then, so devil's press. Now, devil's press with round dumbbells or with kettlebells, we're not going to do the burpee holding onto the weight. You're going to do your burpee on the floor, and then we're going to stand up and do a nice swingy snatch. So Christy, depending on how you're feeling with your knees and everything, you can either do an athletic burpee or you could do a full burpee to the floor. Totally depends on how it feels. Okay, so the devil's press will be your burpee, nice and close to your weight on the floor. As you come up, try to jump your feet so that the weight is in between the feet. So as you come up, you can give it a big swing straight up overhead. Put it down on the other side. So you can do that burpee again, come up, and then big swingy snatch. Let's
I've got 2.
practice. What weight are those, Steve?
Was it press, was it?
I think they're about 16.
16? I mean, you only need, it's only a single arm devil's press.
Okay.
So if they're heavy enough, it doesn't need to be double.
Okay, I'll do one.
Christy, so it's a snatch when you do your burpee and then you jump up and it's all the way up.
All right.
So all overhead. Yep, don't stop at the shoulder. It's all the way up in one. There you go.
Okay.
All right, so let's just do a couple practice. Make sure you've practiced on both sides. So all the way up, Christy, all the way up overhead.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yep. It's all right. That's why I'm here. There we go.
My battery's low, so I'm not sure how long I'll be on
Okay,
here.
no, don't worry. If you disappear, I won't take it personally. That's it, Steve. Good. Ooh, yeah. Steve, if that does get to be too much, just downgrade to one of the dumbbells instead.
Yeah.
So it's 10 rounds of 10 of our hang power cleans. That's 5 on each side. You can do 5 on one side, 5 on the other, or you can alternate every time. That's totally up to you. I'd probably just do 5 on one side and then 5 on the other. And then for the devil's press again, it's 10, 5. I would just alternate to keep things moving smoothly. So 10, but you'll end up doing 5 with one arm, 5 with the other. Any questions?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, this is one of those workouts where you should be able to just kind of keep to continuously moving the entire time. Okay, so get a nice steady rhythm. Don't go out too fast and too hard, but you should be able to just keep moving. The hang power clean is quite a short range of motion, so that should be a relatively quick set. And it's the devil's press that take a little bit more time because you're going all the way to the floor and then lifting the weight all the way up overhead. So it's a longer range of motion. So they kind of counterbalance each other nicely, if that makes sense.
I'm going to mute myself.
Yep, go for it, and then I will play some music, and then we're going to get ready to rock and roll. Can you guys hear that music? Just give me a thumbs up. No?
Nope.
Hold that thought. How about now? Okay, fab. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. That's it. So it's those 10 hang power cleans. Use that big shrug. Five on one side, 5 on the other. it. Nice and steady, nice and steady. Very nice work, Steve. That was good. That's it, Christy. All the way up in one, like you're trying to throw it to the ceiling. Good. That's it, Steve. Go on, bud. on, Steve. Yes, Steve. And Steve, remember you've got those dumbbells if you need them. That's it. Big old jump. Good. Be as efficient as you can. That's it, Steve. That's it. Really good, steady pace. Just keep chipping away. Yes, excellent. Go on, Steve. That's it. That's it. Excellent. Come on. That's it. Keep that kettlebell nice and tight on that shoulder. There you go. Logan, not around your neck, honey. Not on your neck. Your coffee. You have your coffee here. Come on, Steve. That's it. Come on. You are absolutely nailing this. Just keep chipping away nice and steady. Big deep breath. Good. That's it, Steve. Dig in. That's it, Steve. Excellent. That's it, Steve. Come on. How many rounds you got left, Steve?
4.
All right. You got this. Come on, it's downhill now. Steve. Come on. That's it, Steve. And you're absolutely nailing these. Keep going. Good, steady pace. Come on, Steve.
Come on. Sorry.
That's it. That's it. You're nearly there, Steve. Come on. That's it. Come on, Steve. Come on. Nice. Yes, Steve. Come on. Come on, home stretch now. Steve. Come on. I said, come on, come on. Keep going. Come on, Steve, dig in. You're so close. That's it, Steve. Yes, last one. That's what I like to hear. Come on, Steve, just hang on to that spot. Last set, last set. That's it, Steve, come on. 10 reps to go and then you're done. Go on, Steve. Go on, Steve. That's it. Come on, Steve. So close. Let's go. Right back down. Come on, Steve. Come on, come on. I see that sweat dripping off you. Come on, Steve. Come on, right back down.
done.
Yes, 27, 20. That's Logan's done. 27, 29. Oh, Steve, you nailed that. Just pause that. Oh my gosh. Well done. Absolutely brilliant. You all right?
No.
No. That was awesome. You did not stop. That was absolutely relentless.